I'm Secretary of the History Teachers Association in Northern Ireland, and unfortunately this morning I was about to demonstrate to you the partition portal that one of our members has developed. But unfortunately the technology is not being very compliant this morning at the joys of Zoom meetings. What we've developed, and we have used some schools in Northern Ireland, is an online resource for students studying A-level history and about the partition of Ireland from 1910 to 1925. And what we've developed is an online resource which basically you would open it up and there's a wide range of themes and topics covered in it. For example, one of the ones we say the 1910 to 14 Ulster Covenant. If you typed in the Ulster Covenant, then you would come to access to some speeches to the period. You get access to some film links to the period, access to some of the key figures. We will see about the biographies of them and who they were, and access to a timeline. Now, we were lucky enough to get this pilot in schools in 2019. Thank goodness we wasn't trying to do it last year. So what we did was 6 schools across the province did it. A whole range of backgrounds, all sectors. We covered all sectors from 16 to 18. And we got great feedback on the resource from teachers and students who took part. And they thought it was a great to have an interactive resource covering the key events that took place here about 100 years ago. And we linked into various websites of various museums here, for example, like the Ulster Museum and the local county museums around Northern Ireland. And we had direct engagement with them in creating the resource. And the feedback we got was exceptional because every student that took part, they thought this was a fantastic resource. It really helped them, helped interactive learning. And unfortunately, in this day and age, it's a pity that only the schools who took part in the pilot programme had access to it last year. Our aim as a group is to get this available to every student in school in Northern Ireland. Unfortunately, Hitani as a group, we're a small charity, we don't have the funding or the budget to be able to do so. And we're seeking various funding measures. And Hitani is also going to be working with the shared 1921 History Committee as well in promoting things for our schools throughout Northern Ireland. And one of the things I am pleased to announce today is that we'll be launching an essay competition in conjunction with the 1921 Committee early next month. And this essay competition will be open to any student in Northern Ireland or studies history or politics at A-level can enter. And all the details will be available on the Hitani website. And we'll have a separate section in conjunction with the competition, which we hope to launch on Monday, March the 8th. And full details will be sent to every school in Northern Ireland. And it's free to join, and a substantial prize available for both the winning students and their schools and the teachers, because the teachers have to cooperate with this. In terms of the partition portal, it's a great pity that the technology has defeated us this morning. But the whole thing is it's a unique access because it's a portal into history where you can go to any of the major events between 1910 and 25. So, for example, the Easter Rising, the creation of the Northern Ireland State, anything that goes the Government of Ireland out, and you'll be able to get a full detail about what those key events were, and you'll be able to get an online link to the resources linked to that period in our local museums, articles in like History Ireland, or articles from contemporary publications like the Belfast Telegraph, links to the materials in Prony, and everybody who took part enjoyed the whole thing because the schools thought it was a superb resource. The teachers wished they could have it on a permanent basis. But because of funding issues, unfortunately, I think it's not available to students in Northern Ireland, except the 6 schools that took part. It'd be a great pity that it wasn't opened up to the nearly 200 schools or colleges in Northern Ireland to study A-level history. And because it means students can challenge the conventional views or perceptions are given about contentious events of the past. They can challenge them. It's good for independent research. It'd be good for group work within the classroom. And teachers have found it's a really useful and engaging resource. But unfortunately, the resource has been developed. It needs a little bit of money to finish it off. It needs a little bit of money to make sure we can make it available online. And really what we like to do in this day and age in 2021 is that this will be available as a free resource for everyone to access in every school in Northern Ireland. So every school or every student would have free access to the resource. And we hope to have this done by September. We'll ask these schools maybe hopefully are starting to return to normal. And we also have exam guidance material as well to help the kids during the exams. And each year, it's about 2,500 students would normally do an exam on A-level history on the partition of Ireland. And it's worth 40% of the final A-level. So it's really important that we try and get support, if possible, to make this unique resource which unfortunately will not cooperate with the technology of today and be able to everybody. And the fact that you have a simple few clicks to the button, you can go through the key events, the key topics, find out the key personalities involved, and see what people thought at the time from the primary sources and what people think of the events today from articles from historians or film clips or whatever about these key events in our shared history of the past, dating back about 100 years. I will answer any questions out there, because unfortunately I haven't got the technology to show you what an exciting resource it is. You just have to believe me and take my word for it. And if you want to contact us through the HTNI website for further details, and also watch that website on our Facebook page for full details of the essay competition, which will be launched on the 8th of March for anybody in Northern, any student in ALO History or Politics can enter free of charge and substantial prizes thanks to the NIO and the 1921 committee.